Okay, good evening, everyone. We're going to call to order the Town of Three Rivers public meeting. In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge that the land upon which we gather is unceded Mi'kmaq territory, Epawik, Prince Edward Island. Mi'kmaq is covered by the historic treaties of peace and friendship. We pay our respects to the indigenous Mi'kmaq people who have occupied this island for over 12,000 years past, present, and future. So we have 3 meetings tonight, just to let everybody know. This is the first, and it's a public meeting to discuss one item. So I'll ask for an approval of this agenda. Okay, moved by Councillor Monroe, second by Councillor McDonald. Any comments on the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Okay, I don't hear any nays, so motion is carried. Number 3 is disclosure conflict of interest. Is anybody in conflict of interest on this one item that's on the agenda tonight? No? Okay, we'll move right on to the item that is to be addressed, which is request for decision 26-39, a portion of Kent Street, Georgetown Street closure bylaw 2026-01, and I'll turn it over to John.
Thanks, Your Worship. I'll go to the podium and bring the map up. It's going to take me a second to log in here. There we go. So I'll give you a bit of background and then we'll see if there's any comments. In 2021, there was an agreement between Smallcraft and Harbors through DFO, the province and the town, to establish a small area, an easement for a small area at the end of Kent Street in Georgetown, next to Wood Lane, to allow for the development of a temporary access road that went to the left at the end of the road. So the agreement between the town and the province expired in 2025, and as you recall, Department of Fisheries and Oceans reached out about acquiring that parcel of land, which is 1/10 of 1 acre, to allow for that temporary access road to be permanent. And council agreed some time ago to transfer that land. However, when DFO came back, they said one of the things we want to do is close that as a permanent road, continue to allow access to the citizens. And basically what it does is it moves the boundary of the DFO property from the red line to include that yellow area, so then they don't have to worry about an agreement for that temporary access road. Something that's supported by fishermen in the area. But the MGA requires us to close that and provide public notice and to create a bylaw, which was written by legal and is available in the package. Any questions from council?
So we've heard from the, excuse me, from the fishermen's authority on the wharf.
Yeah, they were dealing with Smallcraft and Harbors on this. It's something they want to continue.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think it alleviates some of the traffic going out of the harbor, and I believe there's some parking that they added behind some of the buildings there as well.
Yeah, we talked about this and did it for a while. It's just the only thing is when we put it out there communication-wise, we probably should have explained it a bit better, the legal.
We had a legal requirement to put
Yeah.
certain things in. If I had to do it again, I would have probably put the cart before the horse and explain the reason why, and then put the legal notice out later on.
Just, yeah,
Yeah.
because people thought, like, Cindy probably got a few too phone calls, and the second you explained to them what it was, like, oh, it's nothing, okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's point one of.
That's why we don't have anybody
Yeah.
here tonight from the town.
The first map that we put up was a little, wasn't as clear as it should have been. We replaced that pretty quickly. We did put a statement on Facebook that it was a
And that cleared it
temporary
up.
closure, and then the next day we did more explanation, but ideally we should have done it the other way around. We still had to put the legal notice, yeah.
Yeah, she explained it was just legal process.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Do we have anybody in the gallery that has questions? Or that wanted to speak on this? No? Okay, so that is all for this meeting. If there's no more questions, that's all for this meeting. I'll call for an adjournment. Okay. Moved by Councilor Monroe, second by Deputy Mayor Jenkins. All in favor? Okay, this meeting is adjourned, and our next meeting, I don't think we can start till 6, can we? No. So our next meeting won't start till 6.